Glory to God in the highest, peace on earth and goodwill towards all y'all, man. What's happening? Happy Hump Day, and welcome in to another edition of the Breaking Bread radio program, live from the Redland Rifle studio inside of Redland Rifle, Highway 280. If you're looking for a peace so you can sleep good and have a peace of mind, come check us out. Great selection, handguns, long guns, short guns, accessories, suppressors, other ear protection. We got it all.
All of it.
All of that.
Because it's hump day.
It's hump day.
We need that on a button.
We do need that on a button.
Yep.
I'm going to work on that.
And since it is hump day, you definitely need some protection.
For sure. For sure.
Straight like that.
Say that
Yes.
again, AJ. Tell them again.
And since it's hump day,
There you
you
go.
definitely got to have some protection. You don't want to have little other, you don't want to have no situations going on.
Yeah, if you
know
don't
what
want
I'm
other
saying?
things to protect,
Right.
protect yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Just like that. We are about a strong 4-iron. I'm feeling weak today. From
I'm feeling real weak today.
I am feeling real weak. I dropped. I had to club up from a 6-iron just a couple days ago to a 4-iron to get the golf ball down the street to Vapor Forge, Highway 280, next to Bailey Brothers Music. Man, you talk about a group of consummate professionals, full of knowledge, love, caring, and understanding. They are really there to support you along your journey of 86ing cigarettes. You know, nobody wants to trade one habit for another, and that's the beautiful thing about the vape is that you can step down and get yourself to a point where there's no nicotine involved, and you can work your way out of it from there. They also have a great selection of CBD, gummies, the Delta 8s, 9s, 10s, stuff to smoke them with, all that. Go check them out. Get all the information you need at vaporforge.com. Tell me, man, the Chubfather and the Breaking Bread crew sent you. And I'm about to drop back like Joe Namath and toss this thing to my brother from another AJ so we can keep things moving with Crocker Movement Services.
Yes, sir. Appreciate that. And I appreciate you taking care of yesterday. I was going to try to call in and say, what was the secret word I wasn't supposed to say? I didn't get a chance to say it yesterday. What was it, JD?
Necrophiliac.
Oh, yeah.
Necrophiliac. Yeah. Okay.
Ben's
So
eyes just got so white. He's like, what the hell did I sign up for? I came to talk about my wife. Now we're talking about dead people. No.
Oh, God. Oh.
Stop.
Yeah, anyway. So CrockerMovingServices.com, CrockerMovingServices.com, great moving company, very professional when it comes to the move. When you need a moving company to help you, no matter how big or small the move is, you're going to want to reach out to this veteran, locally owned moving company, an American-made company.
America.
Yes.
America.
So when you're ready to make that move, go ahead and reach out to Crocker Moving Services, CrockerMovingServices.com, CrockerMovingServices.com. All right, so we have another collaboration with a candy and a fast food restaurant. Now, this one is known for their butter burgers. If you have not had a butter burger, you have not been to Culver's. Culver's, a Wisconsin, I guess you want to say Wisconsin base. There you go. I couldn't get the word out. Base company. They do have one location here, and it's in the Hoover area.
There's also one in Helena.
Yeah, it
There's
is.
one in Atlanta?
Yeah.
Oh,
They definitely have multiple locations. Charles
I think I
Barkley
accidentally-
Charles
Go ahead.
Barkley put one in Leeds.
Okay. Oh, so they do have more now. I didn't know the one
They
in
do.
Helena because I haven't.
Yeah,
seen
man,
the
it's
one in
right down the
Helena
street from you, bro.
I think I drove past
yet.
that one on
there
like,
was not. Wait a minute. There's not one in Helena.
There is one in Helena.
Jack. No, not in Helena.
Over by
I would've
Chick-fil-A.
known.
Over by Chick-fil-A. That's Freddy's? I
No,
thought there was a Culver's
that's
there.
Freddy's.
That's Freddy's?
No, that's what I was running. Yeah. I was
Oh,
like, that's
okay.
Freddy's.
I'm tripping. Same thing.
I mean, they
No,
look,
no.
they do
Freddy's
look the
is
same.
no. Freddy's is like Steak and Shake. So Steak and Shake and Freddy's are the same. Culver's is I don't know. There's another. Anyway, but that's besides the point.
Not the first
didn't
time
know
I was
there
wrong on this show.
But Culver's is teaming up. I do like the Culver's burger. I haven't been there in a long time, but because butter and burgers and all that stuff. But they're teaming up with Skittles to come out with a new Skittles popped dessert. So basically, they're custard ice cream with some Skittles, frozen Skittle or dry freeze or dry frozen Skittles all mixed in together. And yeah, there's a nice little sweet and tangy treat for you to cool off on for a limited time. You know, I love that word.
Are you
for the
wait?
summertime.
Are let me make sure. What kind of Skittles? Are they like doing a combination of the like squirted in your mouth Skittles that
No.
burst, and
No.
the gummy Skittles, and the regular Skittles, and the freeze dried Skittles, and the custard?
No, so basically,
Sounds like a lot.
That's a whole lot.
That's a whole lot of Skittle texture.
lot. That is a whole lot of Skittle checks. No, they're basically taking those freeze. I keep dry freeze Skittles
Freeze-dried.
and then putting freeze dried. See, look, it's been a long week.
Everybody knew what you meant.
Yeah, freeze dried
Yeah, we're picking up what you're
Skittles
putting down.
inside the custard, and then boom, there you go.
Okay.
So if you like Skittles, you like custard,
Right.
hey, match made in heaven. There you
Taste
go.
the rainbow.
The creamy rainbow. Yeah, Oh God, that was.
Mm.
Never mind.
Pause.
Never
That
mind.
was
Pause.
insane.
Hard pause.
Never mind. Never
Hard
mind.
balls.
Wow.
That slid out.
Oh,
Oh,
man, stop while you.
whoa. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah.
wow.
What did you tell Darren the other day? The best way to get out of a hole?
Stop digging.
Yeah.
Nah, I love. Never mind. There's a whole joke in there somewhere. All right.
It just slipped out.
It just, it just slipped
It's
out.
a wide hole. I'm just saying.
Look, fellas, this is a professional radio show
This is
here.
professional
Very
radio.
professional.
Professional.
This is not an Arby's commercial.
This ain't pro-am nonsense.
No, we're
this
not-
is like,
no, we're not
this
talking
is
about roast beef.
professional.
No, we're not talking
I'm
about.
talking.
No.
About, I'm talking about ice cream and custard.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were talking about.
Yeah,
That's
taste the
what
rainbow.
I'm talking
Yeah.
about. Anyway, White Castle is coming out with some dirty drinks.
Mm.
Speaking of White Castle, yeah, I know.
White
JD
Castle?
definitely likes this. That's one of his favorite restaurants is White Castle, because it's white
Because it's white.
and.
Oh, I missed that. Yeah. I just heard white, and I'm like, that's my cue.
Come on, man. You're supposed to be the stereotype.
I
guy.
know,
Come
I'm
on,
trying,
man.
I'm trying- I'm-
He's
Damn.
supposed to be the stereotype.
I'm
guy.
trying to get my other white friend over here into the shot, to make sure
He looking
there's
like,
enough.
I'm trying to stay
you know?
safe as
Look,
possible.
Wait a minute,
I mean-
look, the guest was slowly rolling
Yeah,
back.
Like
He
he was
was
like,
like,
I mean,
"Ooh, don't
I'm
know
talking
if I need
about-
to say
If I
anything."
leave, is anybody even gonna notice? I
Right.
haven't even... Ben, say something to the people.
I mean,
Well, hey, how's everybody doing?
Okay, that's enough.
How
There
you
you go.
doing, dude?
I'm
He was
playing.
like, I gotta take this phone call.
It's
man.
like, yeah, I gotta
yeah.
go. Y'all are not helping my cause.
I mean, Ben
at
came
all.
in looking for a hook to put his white sheet on. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
That's
Ben,
not.
That's
true.
not
I'm gonna
true.
give you the benefit of the
Oh,
doubt,
man.
Ben, that you love black people.
I told him he could just hang it next to mine. It was, but whatever.
All
You
right.
can't see out this thing, man.
So, I mean,
Anyway.
if this has got pitched to me, I'll go ahead and tell you guys why I'm here.
Let's
I'm
talk
here.
that talk, Ben.
My wife is suffering from a deadly situation. She has SMA, which, I mean, she had a tumor on her spinal cord removed in 23, and then she had to go through radiation after her situation was placed or sent to multiple national boards. After the radiation, she lost enough weight that her artery pinched her intestine, and she has not been able to eat. I mean, she eats, but she throws everything up. And now we are scheduled to go to California to the best specialist she could find in July or in June. And I'm here asking for help from anybody that can help, because it's going to be about $40,000 once it's all said and done out of pocket.
Man.
So that's why I'm here today.
That's crazy.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's
We're gonna unpack that, and tell y'all a little bit more about Ben and our relationship, and I don't want it to sound the way it's gonna sound when I say my wife and Ben's wife and I's relationship, because it's not like that. You know what I'm saying? She's just a great friend and guest of the restaurant, so nothing nefarious there. We're gonna unpack all that. Man, I can't even imagine what it's like for you to sit in that chair at this moment?
Oh, it's absolutely unbelievable. I don't even know how I have the power to be doing this.
Hey, man, listen, God is good all the time, and we're gonna do our best to help you get the situation taken care of and to spread the word as much as we possibly can, for 100% certain.
Yeah, most definitely on that, man. Yeah, so
AJ, what else we need to know?
nope. That I don't know what to say after that part. So I'm gonna just we're just gonna leave it right there. Yeah. So
Darian, I let Darian come with the theme. He's like, I'm gonna slide out.
yeah, just
I like
yeah,
it. I like it. I like
Yeah.
how things on this show always come full circle. Craig
you don't know,
Keith and
now
the
you know.
team from Birmingham Broker want you to know that if you're looking to get out of your current vehicle and into something else, don't go to the car dealership and get knocked over the head and bamboozled with an offer that's far less than your current vehicle is worth. And you don't want to meet somebody in a dark alleyway. And really, what you don't want to have to do is do all the detailing and cleaning up after your children. I mean, because let's be honest,
They're gross.
your minivan is a mess.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
There is Culver's, Skittles, French fries, and everything else all over the place.
Skittles squirted all over the
Yes.
place. Yep.
It just one of the little juicers
man.
popped, just like that.
Yeah.
No time for that. What you do have time to do is go to bhambroker.com, fill out some information, have yourself a consultation, come to an agreement, hand them the keys, and sit back, relax. And Birmingham Broker is going to sell your car and sell your car fast so that you don't have to. It really is that easy. I called Craig today. He didn't answer. That's why I'm telling you, I left a message. He's going to call me back. Like, I called him personally, not like,
Sent me right to voicemail.
not for business. He took a note out of Jesus' playbook and sent me to voicemail.
Yep.
But yeah, man, BirminghamBroker.com, BHAMBroker.com, BHAMBroker.com. Hey, JD, want to go ahead and take a break?
Yep, let's do it.
All right, let's take a break. If you want to get in on the conversation, 205-545-9950. You can also text the show at 205-44-BREAD. Don't forget, the 9th annual Jawbone Jam is coming up this Friday in the 007 down in Alabaster at Siluria Brewing Company, Leland. AJ, you gonna be live there for Leland's show, or are you coming
Yep.
after? Okay, Leland and AJ will be
I will be
broadcasting live from 2 to 6. Festivities start. Music starts at 7. So Roll Cajun Boudin will be there, as well as my sister from another mister from Hattie B's Natty B's Grill. So super excited about that. Bring some money, eat some food, have some libations, hang out with the Talk 99 family, and hopefully we'll see you there. Siluria Brewing Company for the 9th annual Jawbone Jam. Let's take a break, and when we come back, we'll get into some stuff. It's Breaking Bread, Talk 99.5.
You're listening to Breaking Bread on Talk
Helena Hollow wants you to bring your mama and all of them to the second annual Helena Hollow Mother's Day Rodeo, Friday, May 9th and Saturday, May 10th at the beautiful Helena Hollow compound in Helena, Alabama. The Mother's Day Rodeo, the second annual, was voted one of the 5 best new rodeos in the Southeast by the people who decide whose new rodeo is one of the 5 best. And I think they knew what they were talking about when they did that. Now listen, you can't get tickets at the rodeo. You have to go to helenahollow.com, and they're going quick. There's not a ton left. You want to be there. Gates open at 5. Rodeo starts at 7:30. They've got 8 great events, bareback riding, mutton bussing, roping, and all those other things. It's if they do it at a rodeo, it's going to be there. And if you're not there, you're square.
Dollars to Donuts are going to have hooting and hollering too.
There's going to be some hooting and hollering.
Yeah, I mean, it's guaranteed.
I can guarantee you that at some point during the broadcast, which Breaking Bread will be there doing our show from 6 to 7 p.m., and then we're going to turn into rodeo commentators. We will be broadcasting the rodeo on our YouTube channel, Breaking Bread AL, right? Breaking Bread Radio AL.
Mhm.
Yep. And the 4 of us will be doing live commentary about what's going on in the squared circle.
Isn't there a mechanical bull?
I think that there will be a mechanical.
Almost certainly. Isn't AJ supposed to
Most
jump on
likely.
that thing again?
I thought he was
No,
riding.
not the
I thought he was
mechanical
riding a
bull.
baby sheep.
Well, we're worried he's going to kill it.
I'm riding the sheep. I'm doing some mutton busting.
Oh, I got you.
Never mind.
And I don't know what the I know that you've lost a lot, but I think that's generally a kids event.
He's kid at heart.
So you may
Yeah, I don't want to grow up.
Okay.
Identifies as a small child.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think I'd like to see Will on a mechanical bull.
Oh, there's video evidence
Yeah.
of that. We
There is.
absolutely during at one of Stephanie's birthday parties not too long ago, we rented a mechanical bull, and AJ and I both rode it. It was on video. There were varying degrees of solar eclipsing
Mhm.
going on with both of our backsides.
Over our hammies.
Yeah.
Yes, a lot of moon over my hammies.
I thought somebody was going to get arrested for, crack out there or whatever, but no.
Yeah, I was dealing.
The laws
Yeah.
were called.
I was dealing. You could have thought it was you'd have thought it was New Jack City.
Mm-hmm.
Not the old Jack City.
No,
Gotcha.
the New Jack
No.
City.
Yeah, makes sense.
The one with Pookie
Well,
in
it
it.
was it was actually the sagging New Jack City. You know what I'm saying? A lot of sagging going on.
There was some saggage. There was some saggage. Before we get into we're gonna get into all of this with Brother Ben here, for real in the next segment. But I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of our background and his history and why we're here. We have seen many of concerts together. We have stayed under the same roof multiple times. He moved into my own bedroom actually after I moved out. We were still even then roommates for a little while at the time. I guess I've known Ben at this point for 20 plus.
Yeah, it'd be
Years.
like 98.
Yeah.
This wasn't some sort of LGBT phase you were going through, was it?
No comment. They didn't call it that then. It was more of a
just
time.
roommates.
It was more of a time of don't asking and don't telling.
Gotcha. Navy style.
There was
called
less
experiment.
there was less celebrating then,
Gotcha. Fair enough.
you know.
You love who you love, man.
Hey, absolutely. And I love everybody. I'm a whole like that. I'm playing.
Yeah, my in-laws are listening to this.
Well,
We should have known that prior to right now.
yeah, that's probably something that you should have said
maybe-
sooner.
Maybe
Wow.
maybe lead with that, sir.
Yeah, well, I'll think
Oh,
about
it's,
it next
it's
time.
over with by now.
Yeah.
Hey, you should have read the fine print. When
Yeah.
you had said like book, be a guest. You should have read that fine print. So.
Yeah, absolutely. That was definitely in the
The
that was
views
definitely
of
in the
this show.
contract. And listen, to be fair, at this point, they should be extremely proud of their daughter because I'm a catch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And she clearly took him. Ran with it.
Yeah,
You know?
I see where you're going with that now.
So
Okay.
yeah. There you go.
I was a little confused
Yeah, I
at
was like-
first too.
I was like,
Sometimes my words take longer than others to have meaning, but
it's
we
like
get there.
coffee that percolates. You know,
Yes.
You gotta let it percolate for a
Yeah.
second, and then it'll come around.
I'm
Full
kind of
circle.
like a French press.
Yeah,
You know, I'm like some fancy bougie coffee
Like,
that just takes a little bit of time.
gotcha.
Yeah.
God.
That
Extra
part.
extra dark roast.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah, we need to go ahead and take this to a break so we can get to some seriousness on the
Yeah.
other side. Because we do want to get into the story
It is serious.
with our special guest.
Yes.
About his wonderful wife and just the story and all that stuff. Because, I mean, you kind of gave us a brief background of why you're here, and we definitely want to help you out with that as much as we possibly can. So, all right, 205-545-9950. That is the number to get into the show, or 205-44-BREAD. You can also check us out right there as well. Text us there, too. You're listening to Breaking Bread here on Talk 99.5.
Noto Roofing's got you covered. If you got an issue with the thing that covers all the things that are the most important to you, reach out to the roofing professionals at Noto Roofing, because Noto knows roofing. Noto roofing.com for more information. If you tell them the Breaking Bread crew sent you, you can get yourself a risk-free roof evaluation and tune-up. They're great people. They do a lot of great things in the community. I believe that they just finished helping get a new roof on a police officer's house on the goodness of their heart.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And
Amazing.
yep, NOTOroofing.com. So, to why Ben is here, you heard him talk about his wonderful wife, Alicia, and her particular set of circumstances. They have a GoFundMe set up. They need to raise 40, 50 grand to get themselves across country to the best specialist that they could find to give his wife and mother of his children the best possible opportunity. He's going to have to be there for 2 weeks. And there's a trying set of circumstances really just getting her there. Because it's not a situation. Can you guys get on a plane?
We can get on a plane, but she has liquid IV nutrition.
Right.
So I've already contacted TSA, and they're like, that could be an issue, but it may not because it's medical. It has to be refrigerated, which could be another issue because we'll have to pack some in a cooler, with ice packs to take with us until they could make some there for her. She also has what's called a J tube, which is a feeding tube that goes past the blockage of her intestine to keep her intestines working.
Right.
And so, we'll have to have liquid for that, and I mean, it's a huge expense and a huge, huge undertaking.
So when does TSA decide whether or not you can, make this trip and get your wife the care that she needs? I mean, how long are they going to leave you hanging in limbo to figure that out? I mean, it seems like a pretty big deal.
Well, they were a little wishy-washy, but medical supplies are cleared.
Right.
But they have to make sure if it's medical supplies. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And so we did TSA pre-check.
It's attached to her body, so obviously it's
Right.
medical, right?
The words make sense, but the TSA does not make sense.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it is the IV nutrition. She has a port in her chest on the right upper shoulder area, and the feeding tube is down in her abdomen. And I'm like, what other proof would you need?
Right.
But that's a bridge we'll cross
Right.
when we get there. Right now, we're just struggling. I mean, the astronomical cost is what we're trying to get over.
Sure.
And real quick, Ben, I know you mentioned it in the first half of the show, but for those who are just tuning in and not really got a chance to hear the story about what's going on and the reason why you're here, just real quick, can you just kind of just give us a recap of what's going on with your family?
Absolutely.
Before you do that, can we get the GoFundMe so I can get the link and put
Yeah.
it in the chat and everything for folks watching? How do you find it? GoFundMe. I'm gonna Google it real quick.
You could just find Ben Fisher
Okay.
in Pelham,
All right.
and that should bring it up. It'll have a picture of my wife and son. So here's the recap. My wife, 3 years ago, when my son was born, had an issue, went to a chiropractor to fix that issue, ended up going to get an MRI. Turned out she had a tumor on the base of her spinal cord, and the tumor was removed, and then after being sent to several national boards, they decided on radiation. When she went through radiation, she drastically lost weight, and an artery is pinching her intestine. So she can't hold down any food because, I mean, obviously food's got to go one way or the other.
Sure.
And so that's where we are. We found a specialist in California that is supposed to be best at this, and that's what we're going to do. He capped his fee at 25,000 because he's out of our insurance network. And so there's that 2,000 for the hospital, and I mean we got to pay for, we've paid for flights, everything. So that was probably a long-winded short story, AJ.
It's
No,
it's all
no,
good,
it's
man.
Perfect.
It's not long-winded. I mean, it's what's going on right now, and so that's the only specialist that's able to kind of help with the situations in California.
No, he's the best. There's
He's the best. Okay.
Okay.
But there's maybe only like 5 or 6 in the country that deal with this syndrome.
Okay. Ben, for people, so you said your wife started dealing with these symptoms post-pregnancy. Was it something that you guys saw during her pregnancy, or is it something that popped up
Yeah,
after post-pregnancy?
she was sick her entire pregnancy. She was constantly throwing up, and they're like, "Oh, it's just, your morning sickness is going longer." And then they decided it was hyperemesis, which is, vomiting all the time. And I mean, we dealt with it, and they're like, "It'll be fine once your son's born. It'll be fine." And then it wasn't.
Yeah.
What were her symptoms?
Well, you know what? Before you answer that just tells me about having an advocate for your family to make sure everything is in order. Because that's heartbreaking. Because that could have been something that it could have been easily, detected. If they would have just did a little bit more thorough, or even just ask a little bit more questions and say, hey, this is not normal. I understand she was pregnant, but still, if she's vomiting like that, or there's this illness like that. So I mean, I think about when I had my lung issue, I literally had to tell the doctors, like, yo, there's something wrong.
Yeah.
Like I really had to force them. And they finally realized it was pneumonia, and I caught it twice, and I mean, they could have turned into something serious, but that's heartbreaking. I wish they would have, because I mean, maybe they would have found it before this, all this would have happened if they just did their due diligence.
Right, I completely agree. And I'll tell you, it took her losing almost half of her body weight before I finally broke down and called all of her doctors and was like, "Listen, I have power of attorney over her. Something has to be done. She's actively dying." And I mean, it's taken all that I have to be able to get to this point.
Well,
So,
from one father and husband to another, you, sir, are doing an amazing job.
Yes.
yes,
I have
you are,
nothing
man.
but love, admiration, and respect for you and your family. I clearly, I can't even imagine what it's like to be in your shoes.
Yeah, it's not fun, but I greatly appreciate that.
And what we're gonna make a donation from Chubb Fathers, and other business owners, everybody. This dude is here because this is what we do. This is a conversation that you don't ever want to have, but we have a platform to have it, and I know that there are a lot of you out there with means, and there are a lot of folks that need help. But you know, you got $5 to put in on it. You got $10 to put on it. You got $5,000 to put on. Do whatever the Lord puts on your heart to do. But I'm asking you personally. I'm vouching for these folks to please help if you can.
And you know, to any listener out there that just is strapped and can't donate anything, please just share it to your social media, because there are people, you know, that it might get to that could donate. And like Will said, yeah, $5, that's fine. You know, $2 is fine.
Absolutely.
I mean, just
50 cents and some praying.
that's right. And some sharing.
You know what I'm saying? Some praying and some sharing. You know, you can do something. If you do nothing, you are actively making a choice to do nothing. And I am simply personally asking you to do something.
And I know JD posted it on the breaking on the feed for what we were watching now. But just one more time, just let everybody know that is listening about the GoFundMe and where can they find it.
So AJ, I just put it on our website. It'll pop up just like the March Fatness did. So if they just go to breakingbreadradio.com, it'll pop up. There's a button that says click to donate. We'll take them directly to it.
There you go.
All right.
So simply go to breakingbreadradio.com, or if you want to go to GoFundMe.com, just look for Ben Fisher and Pelham, and spelled just like it sounds. So there is some positive news. She's gained a pound,
She has.
That's great.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
which is hard to do with liquid food.
Well, I mean, go from losing weight to maintaining weight to gaining a little weight is absolutely amazing.
Step up.
Sure,
That's awesome.
guys got this, man.
Is what she has, is it genetic, or was this more or less just circumstances of the pregnancy?
Well, what ultimately did it was after the tumor was removed from her spinal cord and they put her through radiation, they put her through 39 treatments of radiation.
Wow.
Holy cow.
And that caused, I mean, it was in her abdomen, and that caused her to lose so much weight that she lost the fat pad that defends against this issue.
So it broke it. So the radiation ultimately broke down the fat pad, and it burned through the fat pad, and now you've got this pinch.
I mean, that's a
happening.
theory, or just the fact that she lost so much weight so fast that her body took all the fat from everywhere.
Right.
So is this like a cancer? Is that why they were doing radiation, or?
Yeah, she,
Okay.
I mean, the tumor on her spinal cord, at the base of her spinal cord,
Okay.
like actually on the spinal cord, not like on the bone. It was literally inside her vertebrae.
Wow.
Mm.
Wow.
I
Mercy.
mean,
That's
it's,
tough.
Yeah. Super.
So
Super
how,
duper
how
tough.
do you?
She's
so
a
Ben,
badass.
yes.
Man,
Yeah,
she walked into the restaurant when you guys came in a few weeks ago, and like, yo, there is so much fight in this young lady's eyes. You know, her body language was different, and you know, her the expressions on her face. You could see that she was going through it, but you could see how much fight there was, and she's already fought so much.
And when we came to get those shirts that you so graciously printed up for us, she had her feed bag on.
Right?
You know, and
I really wish I could have threw a cheeseburger in there for her.
yeah.
Right.
I would have done anything to be able to just go in the back and blend it up, and you know.
Well, yeah, but
maybe you
I
can make
mean,
like a solution with your burger
Yeah.
flavoring.
I'm gonna get you a
Yeah.
cheeseburger solution.
but she's
Go ahead.
no, AJ, you go ahead, bud.
I was just gonna say how are you holding up through all this whole process?
Right.
Man, it is
Like a stud.
as good as I can, brother. I
Yeah.
mean, like you say, too blessed to be depressed.
Yes, sir.
I'm just, you know, I gotta stay up. I gotta stay happy. I gotta If I let it get to me, then we all lose.
Sure. Sure. Yeah, man. Y'all make sure you go to breakingbreadradio.com and click that donate button and help a brother out. Be your brother's keeper.
But Boomer's already done it. Well, I mean, he's gonna bring some
Go ahead,
money
Boomer.
over to AJ, but yeah, Boomer's already on it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Boomer.
All right, appreciate that, Boomer.
I'll tell you what, if you're a local business owner and you donate $5,000, I will bring my food truck to your tailgate for college football season, and I'll take care of you and 100 of your closest friends. 5 bands. 5 bands get you doing some good and get you, me personally, at your casa with my truck slinging yum yum for you and 100 of your closest friends.
That's pretty good, man.
Let's go.
That's
Wow.
bold.
Can't beat
Let's
that.
go. Hit the button.
And he will do it.
Absolutely.
Trust and believe he will do it.
Absolutely. I need to see this total rise. I need to see you people believe in humanity and do what you're supposed to. And I'm gonna tell you thank you, and I appreciate you. As we take this break, it's Breaking
Yes,
Bread
she's
Radio
break.
on Talk 99.5.
You're
Sorry, I wasn't supposed to start talking yet. I forgot.
Are you good?
JD's got to do his switching stuff. And I do love it when he switches and twitches in front of me.
All day, every day.
Yeah, babe. Few more minutes here. with our brother Ben Fisher, asking you guys if you have the ability. And I know that somebody out there has the ability to take care of the entire need. And I cannot understate how much the Lord will bless you and continue to bless you for doing so. But the offer that I just made, if you donate five, you don't have to be a business. If you're an individual and you do that, you donate $5,000. Shoot me, DM me, and show me that you did it, and we'll set you up. I'm willing to do that 4 times. I'm willing to do that 4 times.
Yeah,
That's gonna get us. That's gonna get us. That's gonna get us more than halfway there. You know what I'm saying? God, I'm a big don't talk about it, be about it person. And listen, I love Ben. This isn't a special situation and a special circumstance. We tell you guys all the time, if you've got a community happening that's going on, if you know somebody who needs help, 205-545-9950. Hit my hip. Reach out at the restaurant. Like, I'm here 1,000% to cut up and have fun and talk about food, booze, and nonsense and every damn thing else. But I firmly believe that I've been given this platform to do more with it than that. And that takes you guys helping. We've, through our Feed the People initiative, we've been able to do a whole lot of good. But you know what? All we did was match your effort. That's all we've ever done. We've gotten as far along as we've gotten because we just matched your efforts. And that's all I'm asking you to do now. Let me help match your efforts.
So I think Redland can do something.
All right?
I mean, I don't think. I mean, I know we can.
All right.
So what we'll do is we will put together, like one of those AR bundles that we do.
Mm-hmm.
And for everybody, for every $10 that you donate to this, we will put y'all in the drawing just for that. And we'll do it for month of May. And maybe we'll do another one in June or whatever.
Well, I mean, we leave June 22nd.
Okay. So, I mean, up until June 21st, we'll do 2 of them. So we'll do one for May and one for June. And everybody that donates at least $10 will get an entry for every $10 that you donate into the drawing.
That's beautiful.
That's amazing, man.
Thank you. And
I mean, it's not cheeseburgers.
Well, hey, but listen. See, I just want to make this point real fast. Like, it's no secret, the largest portion of the demographic for this radio station, day in and day out, are conservative listeners who believe that there needs to be less government and less people being taken care of by the government. Well, guess what? The only way that happens is that if we as a society step the F up and do what we're supposed to do. Yes, I love everybody because the second greatest commandment is to love your neighbor.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So love your damn neighbor.
So one other thought that I have, if you can't donate, if you can't share, just please pray.
Amen. Absolutely.
First and foremost.
That's a powerful thing. Do that first.
Yes.
Then do it
When you
again.
do anything else.
Yep.
I mean, if you can share and donate, go ahead and pray too, because we need it and we feel it.
I know somebody in the audience is a member at Church of the Highlands.
Yeah.
I mean, that's an amazing congregation over there.
Absolutely. Sure is.
And so,
Share that.
So yeah, Mr. Hodges, I bet he listens.
Yep.
So let's get on that.
Yeah. Done. You're going to get what you need. It's going to be taken care of.
I can't tell you how much it means for you to let me on this
Amen.
platform, buddy.
It's no worries. I should have reached out sooner, but it was what it was. It is what it is, and we dids what we dids, and the crew's here for you, man.
Love you,
Absolutely.
brother.
Love you too, and
And
love your wife
and
and
I
your
know-
beautiful son.
And I know we have it on our Facebook page. We also have the website. But just one more time for the GoFundMe. Ben, just tell everybody about the
if-
GoFundMe real quick.
If you just go to GoFundMe and search Ben Fisher, Fisher, and put Pelham location, you'll find it. It's got a picture of my wife and son on the beach. And that's how you'll know you got the right one.
Hey, and that donation page, that number has risen since we've been on the air.
Yeah.
And for everyone who has taken the time to make a difference, thank
We
you.
appreciate you.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And I will personally thank all of you on the GoFundMe page.
All right, y'all.
I appreciate that, Ben.
Till tomorrow. Love everybody. Feed the people. Holler back at your folks. Pray for my brother Ben Fisher and his family.
And donate.
And donate. Donate.
Donate.
Donate.
We got a guest tomorrow.
We do. Hoover City Schools Foundation is going to be here.